Hey Earth Fetters, it's Coach Sam. I'm going to recap the Open Your Heart workshop that Lev and I did, some of the exercises I went over there so you guys can complete them at home and really open up those shoulders, get everything mobilized and feeling better. First thing I'm going to go over is the test that we did, simple wall test here. Now if you're at home and you do have a broomstick or a dowel rod, something like that you could put behind your back for the test, we did not do this in the workshop. I strongly recommend doing this though at home if you can. So you'll take that broomstick dowel rod, going against the lower part of your back, lower to mid part. We don't want it resting on our glutes here. We want to keep it up about that lower to mid back area here. We're going to keep it against the wall by pulling our belly button in. We're going to step about a foot away from the wall there. We're going to tuck our chin. We're going to put that bony part of our head against the wall here, tuck the chin, bring those elbows up, and then we're going to come up, flip the hands. Now as we progress, we want to see, can we raise those shoulders up all the way and then back down. Ideally, you want to touch your hands, making a diamond there at the top. So you're going to test before you do anything. That's key. You want to see, test, and then retest at the end to see if it worked or not. First exercise I went over, simple one. We're going to open up the hands here. You're going to pull that middle finger back here. And now this one's slow and controlled. All these exercises I'm going to show you are slow and controlled. Wind out the hands, pull the middle finger back, corkscrew your hands around, and then pull the middle finger still towards the shoulder blade here. We're pulling as hard as we can back with our wrist. Then from there, I'm gonna turn around so you guys can see what my back's doing. You're gonna pull the shoulder blades back and down together here, opening up that chest, but we're strengthening the muscles in our back that are responsible for pulling our shoulders back. So we're actively squeezing as hard as we can. I'm still opening up my hands, pulling my fingers back and touching my shoulder blades together. I'm trying to bring my wrists together at my glutes here. Then I'm going to slowly raise one hand up. I recommend starting out with the left, as most of you are probably right-handed, and then go up with the right hand. Then we're going to slowly go back down after we hold for a second, and then we'll bring it around into the front position here. Still corkscrew around, still pulling. I want you to go nice and slow, even slower than I'm doing in this video. And then corkscrew back around, and then shake it out. Each time you do that, that should take about 30 seconds to do that exercise, so really take your time on that one. The next one I went over in the workshop is YTW here. So I like to get a simple hip hinge. Remember, hips go back like we'd be deadlifting. We're gonna push our glutes back here the whole time. We're gonna start out Y, so up overhead here, bring the wrist back into a Y position, tuck the chin here. We're gonna pull back, holding out, arms out, hands out wide, arms up overhead. Then we're going to drop into a T, still trying to pull those shoulder blades together. And then from there, I'm going to turn around again so you can see I'm still maintaining my hip hinge. And I'm going to make my thumbs go towards my earlobes here. After I do that, I'm going to pull my elbows down towards my glutes and back of my hips. And that's going to complete the W there. And then I'm going to repeat Y, T, W there. And that's the YTW. And then we're going to go into the prone cobra, my personal favorite. We're going to get down, face down on the ground. Try and keep your toes flat on the ground. Come out with a T here. Forehead stays flat. We're going to roll those thumbs up. Key here. Thumbs have got to stay up the entire time you do this exercise. So thumbs stay up. Reach back. Try to touch those hands at your glutes again. We're reaching. We're squeezing the shoulder blades together, keeping the toes down, pulling as hard as you can. You want to pull there for about 10 seconds each rep. You'll go there for 3 to 5 reps, depending on kind of how you're feeling that day. Really pull back on that one. That one's a tension exercise. And then the last one is going to be the most difficult. It's 4 more advanced. I'll show you a modification really quick though. We're going to get in that hip hinge just like we did in the YTW. Go in a handcuff position just like this. You want to pull your shoulder blades together and lift them up from the handcuff. This would be the regression, so the modified version. For those that are less advanced, you're just going to pull those shoulder blades back. I'm opening up my chest, and again, I'm strengthening the muscles there. The more advanced version of the handcuff is going to look like this. We're going to lay down completely flat here. We're going to start T position here. You're going to raise your hands up, bring them behind you, grab your wrist here, and squeeze your shoulder blades together. As I'm squeezing my shoulder blades together, I'm pulling my elbows together. I'm bringing my hands up towards the ceiling, towards the sky there, pulling everything together. After I hold this position for about 5 to 10 seconds, I'm going to come out slowly into a T. I'm not letting my shoulders drop, I'm keeping them up here. And then I'm gonna come forward, nice and slow. I'm gonna turn my pinkies up towards the ceiling and reach. I'm reaching out towards the wall. I'm turning my pinkies up towards the ceiling there, reaching as hard as I can for, again, about 5 to 10 seconds. Then I'm gonna come back and finish on the handcuff position. And then the next time I will do this, you're gonna finish out 5 to 10 seconds again, bringing your shoulder blades together, elbows up. And then the next time I do this, I'm gonna switch the wrist that I grab. So that time I have my left hand grabbing my right wrist. The next time I would switch over and grab the other wrist. For all those exercises I demonstrated, you're gonna do about 3 to 5 sets each time. Like I said, the first one, this guy should take about 30 seconds to do, the YTW. Again, you wanna hold each position, the Y, the T, the W, for about 10 seconds. The Cobra, you're gonna hold for about 10 seconds. And then that last one, you're gonna hold those 3 different positions, the handcuff position, the T, and then this palm up position for 10 seconds each. So that one should really take you about 40 seconds there. So everything you're doing on these exercises is in slow and control. You're trying to connect to the muscles. Remember, that's key. We do not want to push into pain. You may feel a little bit of cramping when you do this. That's perfectly normal. That's your brain sending signals to those muscles that have been turned off to get woken back up. After we do all those, again, you want to test and retest. Go over the retest real quick again. You're going to put the dial right there, low back here, feet are about a foot away from the wall, mid back stays flat, low back stays flat, back of the head is against the wall, chin tucked down, drive those elbows up, we're gonna flip up, and I already could tell I have better rotation, we're gonna come up, and ideally you want to try to make a diamond there at the top. That's how you know you have very good shoulder mobility. All right, that's a recap of the Open Your Heart workshop. Again, if you have any questions, reach out to me, Sam at EarthFit Training, or you can reach out to Lev at EarthFit Training.